Now, for the purpose of demonstrating the following links, we're going to log on as an existing customer. And we will cover the remaining 3 links on the permits homepage as we demonstrate the actual ordering permit process, the application. First, click on the left, My Permits. My Permits contains all of your applications saved or submitted that are awaiting processing or response from the permit office, needing payment at the district, at the bridge, or perhaps not wanted. On this page, you will see several links in blue: Details, Edit, and Cancel. Next, we'll go to the Issued Permits link. The Issued Permits link contains all permits issued to that particular logon. On this page, you will see the option to display permits that have been issued as long as they have not yet expired. The final link on the left to demonstrate is Order a Permit. The Permitting System menu below will open up. Note this menu page and the following application pages hopefully closely resemble the application pages of our current system, with just a couple of exceptions, one of which is the addition of the Trunnion Permits application, which also has an explanation of the diagram needed to accompany the application. Within the Trunnion application, for example, click Continue, at which point you may begin ordering your Trunnion permit as you would any other oversized overweight permit, which we will demonstrate next. So back to the Click Order Permit to return to the Permitting Systems menu page. To order a single or round-trip permit, you need to click on Overweight and/or Overdimension Permits. And unlike our current system, which differentiates between routine and superloads, this new ITAP system will open up the application page for both superload and routine. So you will enter your information in all the required fields and any optional fields as you choose, just as you do in our current system. Important note though, we strongly recommend you use your Tab button because it will take you to the next required field and help you to avoid missing the entry of any required fields. Then, to select a vehicle, which may be saved in your library, click on the Select a Vehicle from Library link. You then need to locate the vehicle in your library that you wish to use and click on it. A box will pop up letting you know that your selected vehicle has been loaded. And then you must click OK. At this point, all of the necessary fields for that vehicle will have been pre-populated in the application. As you can see, the Vehicle Library feature will prove to be a major time saver for you. Once all the required fields have been entered, you have 2 options. You can save your application as is by clicking on the Save link at the bottom of your application page, and then come back to it later to get around. Note the reference number assigned to your application is located up in the address bar. You will need to write that down to locate the application later. To return to a saved application, you will click on My Permits on the left-hand side of the screen. Locate the application by reference number. Note, if you did not write down the reference number to your application, you will still be able to locate it on your My Permits link, but it may become more difficult as with time passing, several permits will have been entered into your system.
You may see one of the 3 following buttons. Details, which if you click on Details will show you a read-only version of your permit. You cannot alter anything on there. All you can do is just look at it. Then you can also click on the Edit button, which is what you're going to click on to continue. You can also click on the Cancel button if you should decide that you do not need this application before you want to process it. All of these links are in front of your reference numbers. Once an application has been opened by someone in the permit office, it cannot be canceled online, and this option will be removed. In that case, to cancel, you must wait until a permit has been issued and then follow the current refund procedure of mailing a copy of the permit to the permit office, postmarked prior to the effective date of the permit, and request that it be canceled and refund. Now the Edit link you will click on, it will allow you to make changes to the application before submitting it to be processed in order to be processed. In order to make any changes, you will click on the Edit button, and then you must first verify that the effective date of your permit is still valid. Because once a permit has expired, you cannot edit it. If it has expired, you will have to re-enter all of the information again on the new application. So we're going to go in here into this application, and we're going to change the width of this permit to 12 feet. If it has not expired and you click on the Edit link, you will be taken back into the application to complete it. That's what we were doing. We edited the 12 feet.
Now, once you have completed the application, you have three options at the bottom of the application page. Save and return to my permit link. If for some reason you still aren't ready to move forward, for example, you've nearly or completely finished your application but are pulled away from your desk for another reason, you must click this link to save, or your application material will eventually time out and be lost. Second, Save and Get Route link. When you're ready to get a route, and that of course will be explained momentarily in our routing portion. And third, very important, Ask Permit Office for Help link. This is an extremely important link as it allows you at various points throughout the process to send a question to our office regarding your application and route. You will find this method of communicating with our office similar to the current process, with the primary difference being you now will have the option of initiating the conversation. Once you click on this link, the system will notify you that you are navigating away from the application page and ask you if you want to continue. If so, click OK. Then a screen will open up and ask you to enter the note you want to send to the permit office. After doing so, you'll click Save to send your note to the permit office. You will then be returned to the permit home page. Similar to our current process, once your question has been responded to by the permit office, you will be notified by email. You may also want to click on My Permits after sending a note, and you will still find the reference number, but the edit option will be removed until someone from the permit office reads and responds to your question. You will also notice that the status of the permit has been changed to read Customer Response Required. Now, let's return to the Save and Get Route link. If you are ready to get a route, click on the Save and Get a Route button. If there are any errors within your application, the system will tell you what the errors are at the top of the screen. Those errors must be corrected before proceeding. Only after all errors have been corrected, then you may click on the Save and Get Route button again. If the application is free of any and all errors,